The suspect was apprehended wearing a foul milk cat?
What? No. Faux mink coat. I'm losing it. This whole 3-month review thing, Watch Dorado take off for penmanship.
Well, I think you've got more to worry about than penmanship.
What are you talking about? Why, did you hear something?
No. It's just that Rooney was telling me how they write those things up. We'll be lucky if we get fully successful.
Yeah, fully successful means you pass. Minimally successful means I should have gone to business school like my parents wanted me to in the first place. What else did she say?
Actually, she was pretty positive. She said that I've handled all my cases well. I've done my wiretaps, my search warrants. Says I'm doing okay. Why hasn't Doral said anything to you?
No. He sits there and smiles. That sounds bad, doesn't it?
No, he's probably just playing you. You've done a great job so far, really. You know what? Maybe he'll give you all exceptionals.
Vernon, you're gonna have to do this again. What'd you do, ride him with your feet?
Actually, I'm running early this morning. Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh, it's fast. Go figure.
Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
Hey.
You got a garlic one in there?
Yeah, with your name on it. So, guys, I think I'm finally finished with the bureau checklist. Everything's in order.
Gonna miss your morning visits, Amanda. You become like part of the family. Besides, who's gonna bring the bagels?
Oh.
Hey.
No, not yet. I've gotta go out and have my morning non-smoke.
He just sits out there and stares at his ashtray. It's kind of pitiful, really.
Say the word and I become a 3-pack-a-day man again.
Oh, no. I like you better this way. You don't think?
You're a poet. Cheers.
Cheers. So what, you a Capricorn, right?
Leo.
Ooh, flirtation and spice. Pleasure.
Yeah, I'll hold your breath.
Where's Dad? He said he was going to throw me some wiffle balls before school.
He's outside, but you are going to have a bagel first.
I don't have all day, okay?
So, that personality deficient guy at work, did you ever find out what sign he is?
You know, I don't think they've invented a sign for him yet. Call some help. Come on.
We're going to get somebody for you. It's going to be all right. Nikki, baby, you stay right here with me. We're going to get somebody, and you're going to be fine.
Does Burton have anything?
I don't think so. She's pretty shook up.
How's this?
We're clear.
Shooting team notified?
Yeah, they're out back.
Okay.
This is all pretty rough, Michael. If you need anything, I'm right here. What size twig you swinging there? Looks like about a 28-inch, 21 ounce.
20 ounces.
That's it.
What am I going to say to her?
Want us to do that? We could pick her up for you.
I don't know. Maybe that's worse. Hey, John.
shooter came over the back wall. He was wearing gloves. ERT's checking out to see if he left any evidence.
Hey, give me a glass of water. Drink. We'll go over everything later. What can you tell me right now? Did you get a good look at the shooter?
About 6 feet tall, Caucasian. It was so fast.
Okay. What was he wearing?
Dark clothing, jeans maybe, gloves, cap, sunglasses.
Did you get a good look at the car?
Mustang, black or navy. I got some of the license plate, 2A, I'm not sure. I should have seen him.
Okay. I want you to go home. Amanda, go home. Okay, I'll send somebody with you. Get out of those clothes. Mal, take her home.
Okay, Tully was set to testify against Lucian. We've got Lucian locked up, but I want immediate surveillance on the rest of his syndicate.
Your Honor,
I want a hotline number set up. I want reward money offered.
John, we're right on top of it.
Hey, come here. Hey, come here, babe.
This shouldn't have happened, Dennis.
Because you're too close, because of the legal implications. That's why.
You asked me to take him on my squad.
John, we cannot risk this investigation being hit by charges of tampering or a personal vendetta. It's bureau policy.
Then get me in an interview room with Lucian.
What do you think he's going to do? Stand up and bark out, "I had Tully killed"? John, we all want the same thing, but you cannot head up this investigation. Officially, it's gone to Pritchett. A 3-squad task force, which can include your squad, but you really have to back off on this one. Have Ann Rooney, or anybody, run things by Pritchett. That's the best I can do.
Anatoly Lucian and 4 of his subordinates are in jail currently under indictment. Charges include running a continuing criminal enterprise, racketeering, and extortion.
What's going to happen to the case?
Well, it depends how fast we find this face. Roger Zemetov was Nick Tully's informant. Per his deal, he was picked up in the sweep and then released, and he hasn't been seen since.
Think maybe he was the shooter?
How so?
He thinks Lucian knows he was the CI. Maybe he turns Lucian's perception around if he hits Nick.
No, that's immaterial, because even if he did do it to get back into Lucian's good graces, it still makes him the only thing standing between Lucian and the walk. See, Rhodes is the only one who could corroborate Tully's evidence. Without him, the tapes are worthless.
So it's a race to find this guy.
Yeah, and Lucian's people probably have a better idea where he might be right now than we do. I'll run down the ones who didn't get picked up on indictments. They'll be who's looking for Rhodia.
We're coordinating with...
C6 and C12. Okay, I want immediate turnaround on every hotline tip. I'm going to assign an organized crime computer analyst to do links, look over patterns. That's it. Thanks. Jack, Grassy wants you as Reardon's peer shooting counselor.
Can you find somebody else to do it? I really want to get started on
Jack,
this.
come on.
Come on, please. There's a favor for me.
Ann, keep me apprised on this.
What did I forget?
Not a thing.
This is Brian Norbrin and Peter Wilcox, OPR. John Olansky.
Brian? Peter?
We'll be reviewing the files in the Chechen investigation.
We understand Tully had been working on your team.
For a few weeks.
On limited duty.
His last case, his supervisor was Frank Remar.
We've spoken with Frank. We've taken a look at the psych reports from Chicago. They seem to check out fine.
And they're pretty thorough in Chicago.
You'd agree with that assessment, wouldn't you, John?
You'll be coordinating this investigation with OPR, Andrew?
We know you'll help us out in any way you can.
Because the Bureau can't be culpable in Tully's death, isn't that right?
I understand you and Nick Tully go back a long time. My condolences.
I'll be in my office.
The kids are at their Uncle Dan's, thank God. And I really need to figure out what to do with the rest of this food before the next wave of sympathy callers shows up.
Valerie?
Oh, hey. What do you think of my babysitters, huh? Hi, guys. A little bit like closing the barn door after the horse is gone.
Valerie?
What's that? Oh, right. Don't I get, like, a check or something from the FBI?
Right. This is your check. It's from the agents. It's a fund we have
For this sort of thing. You were supposed to protect him, John.
He didn't want agents at the house.
Right.
We offered, you know that. Valerie, is there anything I can do?
Yeah. That's exactly what you said to Nicky. Well, okay, John, actually. Bring my husband back. Can you do that? Right. Okay, then.
So, Brodsky, FBI, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
I didn't see Kirill today.
Not even in the mirror when you were shaving this morning? Because your boss over there, he pointed you out to us, kid-ill.
Hey, we know you work for Lucian, all right? And we're investigating the murder of somebody else who worked for him.
I don't know about the matter.
Gary Rose's murder? We have people who saw you together.
Oh, Gary's dead. That's too bad. He was a great fellow, you know.
Who killed him?
How should I know? I only drove a truck for those guys.
I think you know a little bit more than that. Why don't you come with us? Maybe you remember a little better away from all these noxious fumes.
I don't know anything. I told you.
Maybe we'll tell Lucian what a loyal guy you are. I'm sure Lucian rewards loyalty.
I know Gary was one of you guys. But he wasn't any poster boy for the FBI, you know? He took money from Lucian. Gary's job handled a lot of that. Only one day, I guess, he got a little careless because it's disappeared. 50,000. Never turns up on our end, betcha. It never turns up on your end either.
That shows a lot of class going after a dead guy, Brodsky.
I just gave you information that wrecked your world. A dirty FBI agent. Am I right or am I right?
So what do we tell Alansky?
First, we get a polygraph on Kirill Brodsky. Say anything, stay out of jail.
Don't we have to report it? Attorney General certification states that...
We can report it after we know it's false.
What about Pritchett?
It's not confirmed yet.
But if it is?
Tully was under a long time. If he took money, it was probably part of his cover.
Well, maybe he just took it.
You're one of those guys, the glass is always half empty, huh, Robinson? Tully's not just any agent.
Yeah, but if he screwed up...
Let's just get a polygraph on Brodsky as soon as possible.
Ann. This Roy guy's MIA. There's no activity on his credit cards and his cell phone's gone dormant.
Surveillance on the home?
Still trying to suss that one out.
What? Just check Remar's files.
Guess what?
Remar doesn't have Tully's CI address in his files? Oh, man, OPR is going to drill him a new one.
I'm gonna pull Tully's cell phone stuff. Maybe he called Roy at home a few times.
Okay.
What do you say? Say yes, mistress? Yes, mistress.
Wait a minute.
Bad,
I
bad.
thought you were at home.
Yeah, I was. I just wanted to stop by and see if I could help out.
Don't look at me.
You know these tapes from Tully's undercover op? I've seen this girl before. She was at Tully's house.
Yeah, hi, this is Mal Robinson down on C-16. Yeah, I need a favor fast on the Nick Tully thing. Yeah, polygraph?
Robinson? You ordering up a polygraph?
Yeah, can you just have him get back to me? Thanks. Yeah, sir, that's what I was doing.
A polygraph on...
Cyril Brodsky? One of the Chechens.
So you found something?
We're not sure.
You know, I haven't seen any paperwork on this polygraph. You did look in my OG to see how to handle it, so you know I've got to sign off.
I'm aware of that, sir. I just thought that I might run the information by Lansky first.
Oh, Lansky's not the lead on this. I'm the ASAC, and I'm coordinating the OPR investigation. So what have you found out?
She showed up at Tully's house. Looked like they were fighting. They were outside. Valerie and I were inside.
And you didn't hear anything?
No. Valerie told me she thought she was Tully's girlfriend while he was under.
This isn't in your report.
Tully told me she'd found him.
How?
He didn't say. He told me he would take care of everything and that she had nothing to do with the case.
Her name's Laura. You should have told me. There might have been something we could have done.
Sir, Tully said...
Tully was not your boss. We need to find Laura.
I could help hunt for Laura.
Jack, I got something for you. This girl, Laura, see if you can find her. She might look different with her clothes on.
Rip?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be your peer shooting counselor. Go home. I'll give you a call.
We got to get a look at Nick Tully's bank records, because I don't think that money's ever going to show up. This guy Brodsky was way too calm in there. I think he knows how to beat a polygraph.
Scott, how much confirmation do you need? We have to show this to someone.
Oh, boys, where's the fire?
Thanks for the tip, Robinson.
What's going on, Andrew?
I've been hearing some rumblings about Tully's performance on this case. Now we got confirmation.
On what?
Tully was dirty.
Hey, Nick Tully was not dirty.
I just got a call from the polygrapher on that report you have on Cyril Brodsky, implicating one Gary Rose, a.k.a. Nick Tully.
Boss, this report is...
We're moving ahead on this.
His reputation's at stake here.
He should have thought of that before.
I know how you OPR guys work. We're not going to sacrifice a good agent so you can work your way up the FBI food chain.
Tully is going to show us the money, John. Now, are you going to be there or wait and read about it in the paper? Check the cereal box.
Hey, put that down. Put that down. This is the man's home, Andrew.
John?
This is...
It's okay, go ahead.
There's nothing here.
I'm sorry, Valerie. They're not going to find anything. Now, you know they're not going to find anything.
Is that a question?
Wait a minute. What do you think you're doing? Wait a minute. No.
No, I will not let you search my son's room.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm going to have to ask you to step back.
You're going to ask me to what?
It is her son's room. Give her a little break here, okay?
John, that's out of line. And I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
I think we got something.
Let me see that. The investigation ended a month ago. Are you suggesting Tully forgot?
Look, I knew this man. It's not in his character. There has to be more than one possibility.
The best one is Tully stole money from the Chechens and didn't turn it over
If
to
the money
us.
came from the Chechens, Lucia might have planted it in order to discredit Tully's testimony.
Based on Mr. Brodsky's testimony, the money came right from the
Mr.
Chechens.
Brodsky is hardly reliable.
The entire case is compromised.
It's compromised because somebody killed Tully. Now, we need to concentrate on who that person might be instead of trying to destroy a man's reputation.
He did that himself.
Don't turn him into a scapegoat.
John.
Hey, look, I know you and Tully were friends.
Do you? Seems to me you're trying to make the facts fit where you want them to go. Blame everything on a dead man.
John, you've been in long enough. You know how it works.
Whose side are you on, Andrew? If Nick Tully took the money, he took it for a reason. That's simple.
No hits on the APB for Roger's car.
My office.
Let me call you back.
Shut the door. What were you thinking? You talked to Pritchett. Why didn't you talk to me?
Well, because Stoddard wanted to wait until we had confirmation from the polygraph.
So you told OPR? Good God, Al.
No, I told Pritchett. Pritchett, he stopped me. He knew about the polygraph. I tried to wait, but he was the ASAC.
I got caught with my pants down.
I'm sorry, sir. I was just trying to... chain of command. Couldn't disobey Pritchett.
You should have come to me first. I want a certain kind of agent on my squad. Now, you have to decide if you are that kind of agent. What do you got?
Well, we finally found Roger's apartment. No sign of him or the car. 2 days' worth of messages on his answering machine. I think Lucian's people may have gotten to him first.
Damn. Okay, what about Laura?
Last name, Sandoval. We put an alert on her credit cards, got her in the computer for border stops, material witness warrant. Jack will find her. But it looks pretty bad for Tully, doesn't it?
Why would he have that money?
You knew him better than I did.
He wasn't all right.
Well, the psych evaluation said he might be...
He played him in Chicago. He told them exactly what they wanted to hear.
Pritchett told us how you helped us out.
I was just on my job.
You like your job. From what we've heard, you're doing well.
Trying.
We like to keep our eyes open for young agents like you. You've thought about your advancement?
Yes, sir.
Good. Ambition's what it's all about. Ambition and good sense. You'll keep me posted on how you're doing?
Yeah.
Good.
You know where Scotch comes from originally?
This is what a peer shooting counselor does. He sits around and talks about the history of Scotch.
A peer shooting counselor takes an agent recently involved in a shooting to a non-FBI location in the hopes that that person might be able to talk about how they feel. I'm willing to bet that you're not able to get to sleep at night. You have a hard time focusing. Any of this sound familiar?
You're just doing this because I'm a first office agent, right?
I'd do this for anyone who went through what you went through. I think you should talk about it.
Okay, I'll talk about it. I saw Tully get shot right in front of me. I chased the guy who did it, but he got away. That's what happened.
And how do you feel?
How do you think I feel? I've never seen anything like that happen before. Yes, I'm an FBI agent. No, I didn't think it was going to be sunny and rosy all the time. I knew this man. I had dinner with him and his family.
And?
What are you trying to do, Jack? You think you're going to get me to cry? Is that part of the plan? Let me tell you something. I don't cry. I am not going to let this thing take over. I'm stronger than that. And I'm good at this.
You really think you're good?
Yeah. Besides the other night, maybe. In spite of all the crap that you give me. But maybe if I was so good.
If you were so good.
Maybe if somebody was there. Maybe if you were there.
Wouldn't have happened.
I need something stronger.
You know why they asked me to be your peer shooting counselor? If 5 years ago, I had this pal named Ames. Ames was 10 years on, good agent, great guy. Two of us pulled surveillance on this chop shop. We used to bet on anything. Car come down the road, red. Next song on the radio, Stones. I'd always lose. I was walking back to the car, big loser, coffee, red vines. And then I saw this kid. Damn. He had Ames made. Ames was pulling for his gun. Too late. Kid shot him. Down he went. Boom. Dead. Boom. Wife, kids. Boom. I dropped my coffee. I dropped the candy. Too late. I should have done something, right? What should I have done?
Is this why you got suspended?
No.
I can't sleep. Did you know the home shopping network is on 24 hours a day?
Hell, how do you think I got my computer?
Let me take your shirt. You must be so hot.
We've got our permits. Everything's legit.
We're looking for Angel San Gabriel.
Angela's working now. She's getting in character.
Perfect, yes.
Okay, cut, everybody.
What?
Take 5 minutes. Dining room, 4 doors, the next stop.
5 minutes, everybody.
I met you before. Didn't you come to see Gary?
Can we go somewhere, Angel?
Angel's just my working name.
Gary's dead.
Yeah, I know. I saw it on the news. And I know his name wasn't Gary, it was Nick Tully.
Do you know who killed him?
No.
Nick Tully and I were good friends. Now, somebody's killed him, and I have to find out who. I think you can help me. You went to his house, and a week later, he's dead. How'd you find him? We have witnesses. We know you were there. They found 50 grand in his son's mattress. Now, everybody thinks he's dirty. Do you think Nick would have taken money?
Maybe.
Laura, I don't think you want Tully killed. I don't think you want his family to suffer for something he might not have done. I think he hurt you. I don't think he meant to.
You shouldn't have lied to me. Everybody lies to me. Probably lying to me right now.
It just so happens that I'm not. Now, why don't we go somewhere we can talk some more? This is Special Agent Rooney.
Hello.
Hello.
These names aren't doing us any good. What do you say we bring Brodsky back in? We shake him up a little bit and see what else he's got.
Why don't you just give him OPR's number? They can talk with him direct.
I don't have OPR's number. Hey, what was I supposed to do, huh? Pritchard, he intercepts me. He outranks Solansky, so I didn't know what else to do. Okay, how would you have handled it?
I would have handled it better. Look, you're an ambitious guy, that's cool. But if you want to sign on with OPR, get used to people not talking to you. Because you'd be a creep. So get used to it, being a creep.
Valerie.
What, you want some Post-its?
No, I want to talk about Nick, about how he'd been acting.
He had been acting more like the Nicky I married the past couple of weeks. He was cooking. He was taking out the trash. He was playing with the kids. He took Aaron to ballet twice.
And that didn't worry you?
He was bending over backwards to try to please me, to make up for being such a bastard.
But he wasn't acting like Nick.
No, he wasn't acting like the wreck he was when he came off that case. He was acting more like the husband I wanted him to be. And maybe it was just acting, but he was back. And you know what? It was enough.
Okay, did the two of you ever talk about money?
I spent 2 hours with those OPR guys telling them no. Nicky did not have a drug habit. No. He did not have plans to take world cruise or anything like that.
We had bills. We had regular bills.
But the money in Michael's mattress.
Okay, so he slept with that woman. And I hate him for it, and for leaving me like this. You know how much I hate him? Maybe as much as I hate you right now, because you knew what was going on all the time, didn't you? And you could have done something about it, couldn't you? But do I think Nikki took that money? No. You can think whatever you want.
You have a girl named Laura Sandoval down the hall? What's she saying?
I don't know, Andrew. I'm not in there, am I?
Robinson, have we taken a good look through all of Tully's stuff yet?
I'm on it.
Good, thank you.
Hey, no Rhodia. Laura's a regular Stonewall.
Lucian's gonna get to Roddy before we do.
Go back to Laura.
Yeah, you go back to Laura. You chain her to a damn chair if you have to. You threaten her with accessory to murder of a federal officer. She knows more than she's saying, and she's the only thing we've got.
Hey, Pritchard's been in my face. Said we're keeping him out of the loop.
Send him to me. Blame everything on me. I want that girl to talk.
Okay.
I thought you gave that up.
One. I'm smoking this one. He wasn't all right. They had no business clearing him in Chicago.
Why not?
He was playing to be a Nick Tully.
Maybe he made peace with himself.
A man who's at peace with himself does not take 50 grand. His family has got to get the full pension, Dennis.
The Bureau is firm on pensions.
Remar should have watched him more closely.
John.
He could have ordered protection.
John. We're not blind to Remar's involvement in this. But the guy who screwed up here was Tully.
I'm the one who started this whole thing. I'm the one who insisted on pulling him out. Maybe...
Listen to me. You did everything that could have been done.
Did I, Dennis?
Hey, thought you were still on leave. How you doing? You doing okay?
Better. What's new with you?
You know, 2 steps forward, 10 steps back.
Is that Tully stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's kind of weird going through all this. Memos, nicotine gum. Here they found the money at his house, right?
Yeah. Did you get a chance to think over what I said?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. And I think that I'm pretty happy where I am right now.
If you ever change your mind.
You know, Nicky wanted to be a magician when he was a kid. He knew a whole lot of card tricks. Did he ever teach you any? He knew a whole bunch of them. But he'd only teach his friends. Which one did he teach you? Jumping aces? That's one he taught me.
You taught me how to backslip. How to place the top card in the deck.
Mm-hmm.
A few months back, he was in the shower, and I thought he was cheating on me. So I hit the redial on his cell phone, and this kid answered. And I told him he won a prize, and I needed his address to deliver it.
So that's how you found out he was married. Did you tell anybody his address?
No, God, no way.
What about Rodya? Did Rodya know?
No,
Did you tell him?
I wouldn't tell him.
Rodya's missing. We think he's playing dead.
Roy just got this girl, this actress. I know. He could be with her, maybe. Look, don't think I had anything to do with this, because I didn't.
Maybe not purposely, Laura. But you went to his house. Anyone could have followed you.
No. No, they couldn't have. Because that would mean, well, that it was like my fault. And I really don't want it to be my fault. Do you think that
I don't think this Roger guy's gonna show. I blew off OPR today.
You did?
Yeah.
That's a big black mark in your career file. We call it the anti-creep badge of honor.
I've suddenly got a bad feeling. The missing informant is no longer missing.
Roger's dead. We're no closer to Tully's killer than when we started.
Illusion.
Yeah. He may get his wish. He may get a pass on this whole thing.
Sir, I've got something else you should take a look at.
Later.
You should probably take a look at it now. Tully's personal papers from his desk. I took a look through them.
Let's go, Mel.
Only for the FBI would I get myself out of bed at such an ungodly hour.
So do you remember this man? His name's on your receipt. Nick Tully.
Oh, sure, I remember him. Paid me $1,500 for a watch, cash. Then he calls me up, tells me he changed his mind. Nice, huh? 18-karat gold, handcrafted, automatic movement. One of my best pieces.
He changed his mind?
He called me up the other day, tells me he can't pick it up. I told him I can't give him his money back because of the engraving.
Engraving?
Valerie. All my love, Nikki. Pretty, huh? So there's Valerie. She's bound to be real disappointed, because this is a fine piece of jewelry. So there's Nicky. He'll call me again, change his mind again.
Oh, I don't think so. He didn't pick it up. He changed his mind because he couldn't go through with it.
He took $50,000, John.
And he didn't pay off his gambling debts. He didn't pay his house bills, his kids' dental work. He took $1,500 to a jewelry store to buy his wife a watch. And he changed his mind.
You can't prove that.
You can't prove he was going to spend it. He didn't tell Valerie where to find it.
I can prove he took it.
He was one of us, guys. Can't you respect that? He got in too deep. The head shrinkers in Chicago saw exactly what he needed them to see.
But you saw something different.
I saw a man who was trying to figure out who he was. Was he Nick Tully? Was he Gary Rose? Who do you think you like being better? You know what? You don't know, because you've never been under. To deny his family this pension, after the job he's done, after what he's done for this agency, you'd be killing him twice.
All right. We'll talk it over, John. We'll let you know.
Thank you, Dennis.
Nicky thought the backyard needed more color. He liked impatience. Hey, Mikey, Michael, Aaron, you guys want to head back into the house? Okay. So, what have you got for me this time? Mickey do something else?
He was a good agent, Valerie.
Tell that to Michael and Aaron.
The FBI will recommend that his pension proceed unchallenged. The FBI feels they should have watched him more closely. They're going to assume some of the blame. Nick was in a bad way, Valerie. He'd given out. I think the only place he felt safe, the only person he cared about was you. You and the kids.
Oh, my God.
You got lost, Val. There wasn't anything either of us could do. We tried. Oh, we tried. You know we did.
Ah, I miss him so much.
I miss him too. He wanted you to have this. You want me to get you anything?
No, just give me a minute.
More tough cases and tangled private lives at the same time, 9:50 next Friday night. And if you enjoyed that, you'll doubtless enjoy our film after the break. Cop a load of the details in a few moments.